the story of a boy named Tommy and how he learned all Mother do for him.
Good.
This is Tommy's room. Can you guess what he's thinking?
What a dump!
Look how neat and straight his whole room is. Tommy's thinking hard because he hasn't done a thing to his room since he left for school this morning. It's not all. Yesterday, Tommy tore the sleeve of his favorite cowboy shirt.
In a prison
And
break.
now it's mended as good as new.
Tommy's the lathe of
And
heaven.
his jacket had a button off. Now there's a new button. And you know, things of that sort don't happen just in Tommy's room. They happen all over the house.
It's called guilt, and boy, does it work.
Here's Tommy's father home
What Tommy
from
calls
work.
many men, Dad.
And here comes
look
Mother to say
Look really
hello.
good, Crow.
Hello, Master.
Tommy likes to be with his parents. And this evening is a little special, for it's the day for Tommy to receive his allowance.
Here's a penny.
Every
Happy
week,
birthday.
Father comes home with money for Tommy and for Mother.
I suppose he
Money
wants some.
Father earns by going out and
Here's
working
$1.
for his
Go buy
family.
yourself something pretty.
Tommy knows that when he gets up tomorrow morning,
Love those
everything
potato
will be done. So, good night, Father. Good night, Mother.
Good night, Oedipus.
Good night. Whoops, almost forgot something very important.
To pay homage to Gorto.
He'd better put the allowance money in his bank before he forgets.
Yeah, you wouldn't want that penny just sitting out.
But say, that's not very much money. And there are shows to go to. And that superatomic airplane to send for.
People to buy.
Well, there are so many things a boy likes to have money for.
Like play the numbers.
Tommy's going downstairs. He's going to ask Father if he can't have a little more money every week.
But first he straps Gophers to his feet. Bye.
And Tommy will get to see what Mother and Father do after supper.
And what all the yelling's about.
Yeah.
The first thing she did this morning was to fix up the kitchen.
Mom leads a life of quiet desperation.
She cleared the table and washed the dishes and put the food away and made everything spick and span.
While suppressing her own dreams.
Then she went up to Tommy's room to straighten it.
As she chokes back the bile of resentment.
There were train tracks and other toys to be picked up and put away. There was the bed to be made.
And the maid to be bedded.
There were clothes to be hung up. And some would need washing or mending. And what about Father? What does he do all day? Well, he had a particularly hard job today.
Dad pulls the
One
lever
he
at the
really
big house.
didn't want to do. But he did it anyway. Because that's the way Father earns money, by doing the job.
A lousy job.
You see, it is the time he gives, the work he does, that he gets money for.
Here.
At home, before supper, Father worked on the family
Oh,
budget.
man, we're in trouble.
It isn't easy to figure out how best to spend the money. Because there are always so many bills to pay. And so many things the family wants to buy. Father and Mother do a good job of working together.
Given their limited capabilities.
Like a team.
As for Tommy, he's a slacker.
They do so many things for the whole family. And that's something Tommy hadn't thought about before.
Yep,
A team.
I've got it. I'm resolved now.
That's what a family is. A family is a team that works together. Now Tommy wants to do his share for the family team. One thing, he can save his money, not ask Father for more, and so help the family buy more things they all want. And starting right now, he can help Mother by putting things away.
Like his hopes and dreams.
Yes, from now on, things are going to be different with Tom.
Whew, his feet stink.
Here.
After a week or so of trying,
He gives up.
Tommy was really working on the team. When a piece of train track was broken, Tommy fixed it himself.
Killing 400 commuters.
So Father didn't have to fix it or spend money buying new track. Don't you think that's a good way to help your father and show him how much you appreciate all he does for you?
If you're into that kind of
And
thing.
see how neat Tommy's room is. Tommy's gotten in the habit of picking things up and putting them away. And it makes him proud when Mother doesn't have to do any work in his room.
Now that he's in his place.
Isn't that a good way to help your mother and show her how much you appreciate all she does for you?
My mother is a saint.
Try to think up new ways you can help your family and ask your mother and father about them. They'll be glad that you want to do something that proves how much you love them and appreciate all the things they do for you. What's more, because Tommy has helped us save money, Mother and
You do the
Father
voice, I'll
agree
work the
that he
jaw,
has
honey.
earned a share
Hello,
of the money
Tommy.
saved. A bigger allowance.
A nickel, thanks, Dad.
That's mighty good.
Son of...
But what's better, Tommy knows he's a real member of his family team.
From slacker to booster. Thanks, Tommy.
Thanks, Dad.